And another white dwarf, so...
Warning, temperature critical. Warning, temperature critical. Warning, temperature critical.
Crap. Well, that was not good. Yeah, these white dwarfs sure do seem to clobber the crap out of me. Barely had time to even react. And greetings once again from the Hoomons. Welcome to another episode of Elite Dangerous. Okay, so I think I haven't really played the game much since the last episode, but I wanted to do a little traveling around and cash in some of our bounties, and we got 151k in Empire. I would have liked to have run these up to a little higher amount before making the trip, but that's okay. Well, we'll go ahead and do some traveling and cash in our bounties, and then maybe stop somewhere and figure out where we're going to do some trading from and buy a new ship. I don't really want to do it, from this system. Cremain, this terminal here does not really have quite the selection. There's most of the basic ships in here and things like that, and then they do have, I think, the Type 6 transporter that I intend to buy, but I really don't think they've got the greatest selection of internals and components and things, modules here in this system. So perhaps we'll go to a more populated system and start our trading from there. So I think what we're going to do is to open our galaxy map, and let us switch over to this view here, and we will... sure, let's go over to the Empire space first. It's a little closer. Okay, so let's see. We want to find the nearest Empire system, and I think it is this one over here, which is, about 22 light years away. So let us take a look at that system, and hopefully there is a starport. Yes, there is. There's one right close to the star that we will come in on, and we'll go ahead and plot a course to it. Let's see how many jumps that takes us to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jumps. I don't know if perhaps we can get a quicker route. Let's see, fastest routes, let's try that. And maybe recalculate that. And what's that give us? Get out of there. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. And I think we should have no problem. I've made this trip before, and I think there should all be enough scoopable stars. One thing you got to be real careful with if you choose the fastest routes. A lot of the times when you travel, it won't, or I don't think any of the routing really takes into the account the star types. But if you're taking a long distance trip away from occupied space, it might be a good idea to check all the points in your route there and make sure that you're finding stars that you can scoop fuel from. Otherwise, you could find yourself run out of gas and have to call the fuel rats. But okay, I think we'll go ahead and launch and take a trip to Empire space. Cash in our meager 140 something, 150. I didn't even see how much it was. Swing-a-ding-dong-do. So, okay. Before we start motoring towards our destination, switch a couple things here. We can turn off our Kilmort scanner module. We won't be needing it. And we will enable our fuel scoop. And a lot of times I like to enable the advanced discovery scanner too, and just to check, we can see in the fire groups there, yeah, it's on the same thing as our kill warrant scanner. So like I say, I just leave them both on the same fire group there, and when I toggle between them, that's alright. The kill warrant scanner's turned off, so it won't fire when I use it there. So we would switch to there, number 2, fire group number 2, and we is good to go. So let's align with our first destination, head off to Empire Space. And I think once we get to Empire Space too, I might just try and plot a route directly from there to Alliance territory, and that will take us through some systems that I personally haven't been through just yet. So, and I just go full speed when I scoop the fuel, and you see that little circle line around the star there? I just try to keep that right at the top of my view there, so I don't overheat. And you can scoop fuel pretty quick this way.
Fuel scooping complete.
Just like that, we're done. And we didn't, we didn't use a terrible crap load of fuel getting to this first destination. And this one here is only about a light year away too, so.
Frameshift drive charging.
Always keep an eye on your heat when you're fuel scooping. And you don't want to, finish scooping and then immediately hit your frameshift drive. You want to, give it a few seconds for your heat to come down, because the frameshift drive does produce a lot of heat. You can very easily sort of overheat your ship and start taking heat damage. If you try to frameshift too soon after fuel scooping, you give yourself a little distance from the star, just turn away and fly for a few seconds. I like to take a look at my compass and try to align myself sort of with the next destination as I scoop here. And again, we just keep that line there right in the top of our screen. And of course, short hops like this, we don't have to scoop every single stop, but I just do it anyway, just because.
Fuel scooping complete.
And just like that.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And, like I say, watch your heat. Let it go down to about 50%.
Frameshift drive.
And again, we'll sort of align with.
Fuel scooping.
Let's see. Yeah, I like to get my next destination sort of lined up, up and down in my compass there. So I can aim right at it as I come around the star here when I'm finished fuel scooping. That was a bit of a longer trip, so took a lot of fuel there. And like I say, I know some people really slow down when they do the fuel scooping here, but I just go full speed. And if you get the right angle here, you can just kind of circle the star at full speed there. And I'm scooping at 27 point, whatever per second, which is a pretty good rate. Makes it go a little quicker. And don't get any closer than it. Just keep that line above your crossbar there in your window. And you see my heat's staying right about 65%, so I'm not overheating or anything.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And I haven't been running my discovery scanner, but I've already scanned all these systems, so I don't really have anything new to get with that. But yeah, if you're gonna go traveling long distance, definitely get yourself a Discovery Channel. I keep saying Discovery Channel. A Discovery scanner, that is. Scan all those systems. Stop at the star. Select it and point at it, and that way you'll scan the star with just your standard scan. And definitely do that, and sell that data to wherever your destination is. Of course, the farther you are from a star that you scan, the more valuable that astrometrics data will be once you get there. Keeping an eye on things on my radar there. Make sure that nobody's going to try to interdict me. Like I said, we've got a pretty good loadout with this little Viper here. So I'm not too concerned about it, anything. If I do get interdicted, I'll just submit. That way the frame shift drive will charge a lot quicker. Too fast for safe exit. Oh, I suppose I was about to frame shift to the next system, and I did not realize I am at the system that I chose as my destination. So we're going to Coal Terminal. What's my status in Empire? I think I should be, pretty good. I'm neutral, I guess, but I've turned in a lot of bounties here. So they like me a little bit. Just a little bit. No interdictions on the way here, which is pretty good. Of course, I am playing in solo mode. We will request docking.
Docking request granted. Docking successful.
And showing daddy-o. Starport services. And we'll just quickly refuel. There's still that 10 credit repair bug. I hope they fix that one of these days. And contacts. And yeah, we will redeem our 151k in bounty vouchers. Groovy. And let's see. Let's go ahead and exit out of here and go back to our galaxy map. And we are going to take a route, a different route than I took before. Before I just went back to Cremain from Empire Space here. And then flew on up to Alliance territory. And sometimes it's pretty difficult to see and kind of estimate from where you are what is the closest destination. It might be this one here. Let's see. That is 59 light years. 60 light years. This is where I've been going, I think, from Cremain. 71. 62. Yeah, this does appear to be the closest one. Okay, so why don't we take a look at that system? And looks like, I think the topmost star is probably the one with the largest mass is the one you're going to come in on. So let's say solar mass is 0.8359 8320. So yeah, this is the largest mass. So unfortunately, once we come into this system, we'll have to do a bit of traveling. We'll either have to go all the way to this guy here, or we're going to have to travel to one of the other stars, which I'm sure is a lot farther away. Yeah. 46 million light seconds versus 3 million light seconds. So we're going to have to come in and travel a good 3 million light seconds to get to this station here. But we'll go ahead and plot the course. And again, that'll just be maybe a little extra fun. See if we can see how populated that system is, and see if we get interdicted along the way. Not too many jumps. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 5 jumps. So we can make that pretty quickly. Hopefully, let us see here. Take a look at these stars here. That's a red dwarf. We're not going to be able to scoop there. Another red dwarf. We won't be able to scoop there. And we've got a white yellow star we can scoop from that distance. So I think we may have a problem if we go that way. So perhaps what we're going to need to do is switch back to economical routes. And we'll go ahead and replot this. There will probably be more jumps. But again, the important thing is that we can make it there as far as our fuel goes. Quite a few more jumps. But again, so we've got a red dwarf. A couple of red dwarfs. I think we should be able to, as far as our fuel will get us to this point. 3 red dwarfs there, 4 in a row. Now, I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to plot some interim destination. Let's try plotting to here. What have we got? Red dwarf. Red dwarf. And a white-yellow star. So we can fuel from there. And then we'll, yeah, we'll try that out. And hopefully, you know, we can find a reasonable route from there to where we are going. So, head off to our first destination.
Drive charging.
Okay, our first star. We haven't been to this system, so we're going to fire off our discovery scanner. We have discovered 25 new astronomical objects. And then when we get to our final destination in Alliance territory, we'll solve this astrometrics data. I suppose one thing we should do, though, is we will slow down to our slowest speed and select the star real quickly. Give it a scan. As it says unexplored.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, we have it unscooped. Let's get some distance from this star here. And then maybe we'll turn around and
Fuel scoop disengaged.
and try and scan it again just with our standard scanner. Our targeting scanner, I guess is what you call it. I don't know what you call it. There we go, yeah. Not the nav beacon, the star. There we go. And we'll let our scan complete. Taking a bit of time. There we go. And now we've got some astromech data for that star. So let's now, we want to go back to our route, back to our navigation, and doop. I think the yellow one, oh no, right down here, this funny little icon on it, that shows the next destination in our planned route there. So, and I think you could set a hotkey for that as well. So we'll align ourselves with our next destination. And I think we've got a couple of red dwarfs to visit. And we're going to
Fuel scooping.
Scan this star before we fuel scoop. Fire off our advanced discovery scanner. I didn't say Discovery Channel this time. Okay, Nobleman of LHS 463, Red Dwarf. Okay, and Red Dwarf, okay, apparently I was mistaken. We can scoop Red Dwarfs, which is good. But that's okay, you know, I suppose I should have took the normal route that I first started out with, but this is cool. We'll visit more systems we haven't been to before. Watching out for ships, make sure nobody gets behind us. and tries to interdict us. There's a little blip. Yep, and just like that. We're gonna switch over and we'll submit. Let's see what we've got on our radar. System defense force, no problem. We'll let him scan us. And we will re-engage our SD.
Frameshift drive charging.
So now, as far as submitting to frameshift interdictions, I think you pretty much just, from what I've seen, you pretty much just reduce your speed as much as possible, and you will sort of automatically, oh, well, that was quick. I didn't need a lot of fuel there. But you just reduce your speed to minimum, and you will automatically submit to the frameshift interdiction. And the good thing about that is your frameshift drive will charge up if you intend to run. You know, it will charge up a lot quicker if you just submit. Otherwise, there's a much longer cooldown period if you're forced out. If you try to fight the interdiction and lose, then yeah, there's a sort of a debuff on that. So it's best to just submit. That way you can charge your FSD a lot quicker and hopefully escape if you're terribly outmatched. And okay, right now let's see. Check our system map again. And again we will go deselect everything but Alliance and figure out where we're going to. Kayajana. Sure. We will set that as our destination. Find ourselves a station here. And what have we? Yes, this was the one where we're going to. And what have we here? Check the stars along the way. We've got a white yellow star. We can scoop that. I think we can scoop all of these stars. Yeah, so we should be good. Should be good with that. Head on to our next destination.
Frameshift drive charging.
And don't think, we probably can't scoop this star here, but as we can see, the blue part on our fuel meter shows how much fuel it will take us to get to our next destination, which is not very far. So we're going to scan this system though, as we have not visited it before. We have discovered 66 new astronomical objects. Yeah. I just want to take a quick look at this system here. 66 objects. Boy, that do be a lot. Oh yeah, there's a couple little outposts here. Wow, a lot of planets. A lot of planets. And even though this white dwarf star is smaller than this, it's a lot more massive. Which is why you always enter into a system around the most massive object there. So
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Warning, temperature critical.
and see, my temperature critical, I think, is because it was a little too close to that white dwarf star.
Warning, temperature critical.
So let's sort of get a little distance here, fire off our Discovery scanner. Yeah, while we let our temperature come down a little bit. And we'll point back towards this star and select and scan it real quick here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, off to the next destination. And we'll select the star. Scan it. Fire off our discovery scanner. Don't see any ships on the radar, so we should be good. Okay, another unknown system for us, so let's fire off our scans. And another unknown system for us, so let's do our scans. And another white dwarf, so...
Warning,
well,
temperature critical. Warning, temperature critical. Warning, temperature critical.
crap. Well, that was not good. Yeah, these white dwarfs sure do seem to clobber the crap out of me. Barely had time to even react. But while we're here, we might as well fire off our basic discovery scanner. Okay.
Warning, temperature critical.
Okay. Let's cool her down. And we'll do a little quick scan here.
Fuel scooping complete.
And we're all done scooping fuel there. Let's take a look at our map. And yes, we've got
Fuel scoop disengaged.
one more hop to go. Select it in our nav panel.
Frameshift drive charging.
Pretty long leg. Right here, as we can see, it's taking about, about a third of our fuel.
4, 3,
But that is our final destination. Pajama. And here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop some fuel. Fire our discovery scanner off. So we've got our destination locked in. And it's not too bad a distance. About 3,000 light seconds. So we will cut away and come back when we arrive at our destination. Hopefully we'll get there without any interdictions. I don't really see many ships on our radar, so I don't think it'll be a problem. And we have arrived at our destination. Looks like the door's right up here, so... request docking and head on inside.
Docking request granted.
Pad number 13, my favorite docking pad.
Docking successful.
Paching, okay. And let's go ahead and enter the hangar. Starport services. We shall repair from the stupid heat damage, refuel. And we'll go to contacts. Cash in the 369,000 credits and bounties. And Universal Cartographics. And let's see what we have to sell here. So, and yeah. So we got about 13,000 in credits worth of data to sell here. We'll sell everything on the... 83,000 credits worth of data. So that's not too bad right there. You know, almost real close to 100k in credits. They're just for the trip. Just for the data for the trip. So, groovy. So right now we're sitting on about just shy of 18 million credits. And I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode right here. In the next episode, I might even do some operating out of Alliance space. I'm almost thinking of aligning with the Alliance. Either that or the Federation. Sorry to all you fans of the Empire. But, yeah, so we're gonna, I think in the episode here, in the next episode, we're gonna see if we can find ourselves a trade route and buy ourselves a nice, brand spanking new trade ship and see if we can make some money doing some wheeling and dealing and some space trucking. So, if you enjoyed this video, please do remember to rate, comment, share, subscribe, and always obey your alien overlords, or you will be probed in your bunghole. Once again, this is Alien Pet 13, signing off. Probe you later.